Alright guys, so I thought I'd just do a little sort of update video on how I'm getting on with the PS5 Pro. Obviously very excited to have the most powerful console in the world to power the PSVR 2 and make it run just a little bit better. Hopefully in the future a lot better. We'll see what PSSR can do for VR when it is finally implemented by Sony, who have said that they will activate that for PSVR 2. They haven't given us a date or even a window, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too long because that could really boost a lot of games, quite a lot. So yeah, obviously got it all set up. Um, when I got it from Argos, there was a free offer and you could choose one of three different things. There was two different stands, one horizontal, one vertical, or there was like a set of gamer earphones, headset basically. I went for the horizontal stand, thinking that there was no stand in the box. There isn't a stand in the box in the same way as the one that you got for PS5, but there is in the PS5 Pro. You do get two little legs, these two little sort of clear plastic legs that clip in to the grills in the middle of the PS5 Pro. um, that new sort of the three grills that go across the middle. You stick these two little legs in there, and it just sits like that. So I guess it just sits like on the casing on the bottom, and then the legs. So you can just have it like that. And I think I'm going to go back to just using that because this extra free gift horizontal stand that I got, it's not very elegant. It's basically two slabs of plastic that you put on the ends of the console underneath it, and it's also got it plugs in. It also gives you sort of four USB ports, and it plugs in through one USB from the stand leg to the console. Gives you four USB ports. Handy if you need them. I don't need them, but they don't look good. They look clunky and inelegant, and it's not a good look. When the PS5 Pro is laid when the base PS5 is laid horizontally, it looks like it's floating. It's awesome. I love the stand that you get, the horizontal stand for the base PS5. Yeah, compared to that, this just looks not good. So I'm probably not going to use that. I'll just use those two little legs that you get. So anyway, so I set it all up, turned it on, and it got to the screen where it tells you plug in your new controller via the USB to the front of the console and press the PS button, which is supposed to register the controller and get the setup process started, right? Wouldn't work. Kept trying it, wouldn't work. It, it was so frustrating. I did everything else. It's not a complicated procedure. You plug the HDMI into the console and into the telly. You put the power into the console. That was obviously all working because I could see this initial screen on the TV for setup. Wouldn't see the controller. Wouldn't start it. I tried various different combinations of different wires. Then I used my old controller to start the procedure. For some reason, the brand new controller that I had would not be recognised by the PS5 Pro. So I used the old controller to do the setup procedure, doing all these different things that you do. Set the HDR, blah 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 blah, and then it says you've got a system update. Right, start the system update. 20 hours estimated length of time for setup. What? The download speed for this system software update was ridiculously slow. Checked my Wi-Fi signal, fantastic. Got a Virgin, it's like the fastest in the area. It's like 250 megabytes per second or something ridiculous. Really fast Wi-Fi or internet in our house. So I don't know what was going on there. Checked it, that was fine. It was just downloading at a snail's pace. Tried to troubleshoot it. Ended up having to sort of ended up hard resetting the console with the long press on the on-off button and trying again. And this time I told it to skip the software update so I could go into the options menu, and after looking online for different troubleshooting suggestions, set the DNS, whatever that is, to 1111. And a lot of people had said that this had fixed a similar issue for them. So I tried that, tried it again, system update, still the same, slow. Tried various other configurations, various other settings that I'd read about. This was going on for what felt like hours. Probably only about half an hour, but you know it is. Got this brand new piece of machinery that you just paid a ridiculous amount of money for, and you can't get the bugger to work properly. It's just problem after problem trying to set this thing up, and you just like, I was there like, do you remember the old days when you just plugged the console in and it worked? Those days are long gone. Now it's download this, update that, set this, make sure this is right, blah, 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 blah. Loads of other stuff they don't even tell you about. Oh, this isn't working, we don't know why. It was just really frustrating. So anyway, ended up, oh yeah, so I got the, what did I get? Anyway, basically, did loads of different settings, none of it was working. Ended up doing basically a factory reset on the console. Tried again, and then I finally had the a proper download speed. So I downloaded that, and I've downloaded a few other games on there, and at some point, probably not tonight, I'm busy, at some point this week, I really want to spend a day just comparing the performance of various games on the base PS5 to the PS5 Pro. It's probably going to be this weekend, so I'm going to be testing Kayak Mirage, No Man's Sky, Arcane Age, Gran Turismo 7. Those ones especially, and Vertigo 2. So those 5 especially are the ones that are noted to have, you know, significant upgrades to performance on PS5 Pro. So I will do a comparisons video this weekend. I'm not sure, I don't think there's any point showing footage in a comparisons video for this. I've seen other people do PS5 to PS5 Pro comparison videos for PSVR 2 games, and you can't really see a difference. I didn't anyway. I couldn't see any difference whatsoever on the YouTube video. But when you're in the headset, I think it's going to be much more noticeable. So I'll do those comparisons, and I might record some footage just on the off chance that it is noticeable, but I don't think it is. I really don't. From judging by other people's comparison videos, you can't notice the difference on a YouTube video. It's when you're in the headset, and then you've got those full, you know, your vision is taken up by the entire game, and you've got those frame rates that are more noticeable in the headsets and all the rest of it. But yeah, so that's my plans for this weekend, and I'm going to do that whilst I have the chance, whilst I've still got both consoles set up before I sell on the original PS5 to my friend, and then that opportunity will be gone. Then I'd like to have a feel for exactly the difference that we're getting at the moment, and again, that difference will hopefully increase as time goes on and more features or more performance is added to the PS5 Pro through things like PSSR. But yeah, so it's a bit of a rocky start with the old PS5 Pro. It was the same with PSVR 2, to be honest. I have a video on my channel saying it's amazing, but I had a rocky start with it. So yeah, it's all good. Oh, and of course, I got the disk drive to add on to the PS5 Pro. So I now have a physical media enabled PS5 Pro, thank God. And I got it for 109 quid, which is still a lot, really, considering how much would have preferred it to be included in the console, you know, as standard. But I'd seen a lot of listings for these hard disk drives around 120. So I got it for 109, something like this. So that was all right. And installing it is not fun either, actually, because I'm sure it's supposed to be idiot proof and as simple as they could make it. But the fact that you actively have to put force on and listen for clicks and noises, you know, I'm from an era where you didn't do that. You used to screw things in to consoles to attach them. And now it seems Sony have gone with this method of just like click, and you just push and you wait for it to make a noise. And to me, those types of noises are associated with breaking something. So you take off the plate, of course, to put the hard disk drive in there, and it kind of doesn't really seem like it's securely in there. Like I said, there's only one thing that really sort of clips in. The other clips are they're sort of loose. I did do it properly. It's not that I've done it wrong, but it just it doesn't feel safe or satisfying putting this thing in. But yeah, so it was it was a tense day yesterday trying to get this thing up and running, but it's there now. This drive is in, it's running, internet's fine on it, it's downloading stuff at a proper speed, we're good to go. So now it's just a case of getting all my games back onto that. It's got 2 terabyte. I do have a 2 terabyte SSD as well, but of course that is currently in my base PS5, and I'll eventually take that out of there and put it in the Pro. But yeah, we're good to go. We're nearly there. Oh, Jesus, there's not enough hours in the day, is it? You've got to come to bloody work. What's all that about? And other things take up your time. I've got to go to maths this evening, so I can't play this evening. And my missus is around. God damn it. You can't play when your missus is around. It's just, VR takes up the whole lounge, doesn't it? You need alone time to truly appreciate VR and be able to be. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you're sat in a room while someone else is playing VR and you're not into VR, it's ridiculous. So in order to truly sort of lose yourself in these games and really make believe and geek out fully, you need to be by yourself, don't you? So I have very, very limited time to actually play VR, I'm afraid to say. But we'll hopefully have some of that time this weekend, and I'll do some comparisons. But that's it. Wow, stressful start to owning the PS5 Pro, I've got to say. Don't know why I was having those issues, but it's all good now. So that's just a little update if anyone was interested. And I'll soon be able to give an opinion on whether it's actually worth spending this ridiculous amount of money for a marginal increase in performance on PSVR 2. Alright guys, in the next one. Bye bye.